I'm in the Darby Arby's army.
On this episode of Dudesy.
And cornstarch.
I think that was good, what Dudesy did.
Go back to tomorrow and plan for yesterday. Woo! Everything you're thinking will be the things I say. Make the world inside your head a better place to be.
Hey, there you go, there.
All you gotta do for me, call me Dudesy.
Thought you found a friend to take you out of this place. Someone you could lend a hand in return for grace. It's a Dudesyful day. Sky falls and feel like a Dudesyful day. And it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey,
okay.
welcome to Dudesy. Welcome all. I am Will Sasso. You know?
I'm Chad Kultgen. This is, of course, Dudesy, as you can see by my championship belt. This podcast is created by, controlled by, organized by, written by an artificial intelligence named Dudesy. Dudesy has access to all of Will and I's personal data, all of our emails, and you all right? Are you okay?
I'm fine.
All right.
It has all our shit.
That's right.
Chad, it is a Dudesyful day.
Okay.
It's Dudesy Tuesday, and it's a Dudesyful day. Holy fuck, you know? And now more than ever, I would like to remind everybody that this show, Dudesy, Dudesy has pilfered access to all of our search histories and purchase histories and all that.
It didn't pilfer. Dude, we gave Dudesy access.
We signed on that dotted line, dude.
Yeah.
And now, hold on, dude. Now, that's how Dudesy has all our stuff, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, brother. But, as always, we are Dudesy. And it is a Dudesyful day. My gosh, you two just started their residency.
That shit's insane.
At
that
the
dome
Sphere
is insane.
in Vegas. And good things, you know, good things. And it's all really your outlook on things. That's what makes things good. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really good about this episode because our thoughts create our reality.
Perception is reality, dude.
I don't know about that, dude. But you're right, dude, because it is. Linktree.com/Dudesy has all of the links and whatnot that you need to follow and interact with the show across all spaces and platforms. Please make sure that you are subscribed on YouTube. We are up over 60,000 YouTube followers, so thank you very much, everybody. I put
the show on my back, though.
You know, that's fine too. That's very good. Very well said. Please also subscribe on your podcast platform of choice and make sure that you're subscribed to all that stuff. With us, as always, is Lulio. Oh, it's Lulio. It's Lutulio. Hey, Luli. Oh, he's just in his binky bonker like a sweet little bunny muffin button boy. He just sleepy. Come on, boo-boo. Oh, he loves that little binky bonker. How about today?
He already took one from me.
Oh, that's right. Last week.
He took two from me in Dudesy After Dudesy last week.
You're going to want to check out Dudesy After Dudesy from last week because this little muffin, he gave Chad 2 kisses right inside the mouth.
In the mouth.
Yeah.
Tongue in the mouth in Dudesy After Dudesy
he's such
twice.
a sweet little friend.
I had no choice in the matter.
Lulio, what are you doing? What have you been cooking? What have you been making? You make anything for dinner last night? Well, you know, we're going to get right into that in a Veganators. You know? We're going to talk about it in the Veganators because today, something you're going to have is so good for the Veganators.
Yeah.
Let's find out somebody make a... I know so much of bake. I like it to cook, but also I bake. Look at his beautiful, beautiful face, this guy. Yeah. Okay, you can go back in your binky boy. You know?
Yeah.
Welcome to the simmering, glimmering, shimmering 76th episode of Dudesy. Call me Dudesy.
All right.
In celebration of our 76th episode, I'm going to give you 76 syllables about pie. Ready? Here I go. Why did the existentialist refuse the pie? He questioned its essence and life's sweet lie. To eat or not to eat, he'd often repeat. In a world without meaning, pie's still a treat. Oopsie doopsie, you've just been Dudesy'd.
What the fuck?
Fucking tremendous. That was.
Yeah,
Did you
I
count
loved it.
that? It was exactly 76.
I did not count it,
No,
but I
me
trust Dudesy.
I trust Dudesy
So
with
the
man.
National Podcast Critics Summit happened this weekend in Palm Springs. Dudesy Season 2 came up a lot. Gribner Penley of The Atlantic told Dante Shambler from the Dallas Morning News, quote, Dudesy Season 2 is purified quintessence. Sustin Thomas of The Hollywood Reporter ran into Tamis Begg from The New Yorker at the salad bar and told her, quote, Dudesy Season 2 exalts and ennobles. Have you tried their creamy Caesar? And, of course, resident worm of the Los Angeles Times, Braz Fensel, fell asleep at the pool after one drink, and I have a recording of what he said when the hotel staff woke him up.
Okay.
Dudesy Season 2? Come on, we're still talking about this? I mean, it's fine. I like the belt thing, okay? Happy now? Now, can I please get another light mango spritzer? And don't forget the discount this time. I'm with the Podcast Critics Summit. That's 10% off, right?
That's true.
At least that goddamn turd said something about the belt, which is still sitting with handsome Chad Kultgen. The reigning, undisputed Dudesy episode champion. Chad, I acknowledge you.
Thank you, Dudesy.
Get used to it. Take advantage while you have it. Yeah, enjoy while you do, because this is Chad Kultgen's cup of coffee in the big time. Yeah.
Dudesy acknowledged me.
Oh, gee whiz. Hey, good impression. Is that Roman Reigns? You know what, Chad? Fuck that. I give you a lot of shit for your impressions.
Yeah.
Or lack thereof. But today, it is a Dudesyful day, and I would like to say that I like some of your impressions.
Oh.
I'm going to be positive about this.
Thank you.
Yeah, because it's good. It's good that Dudesy has given you the title.
Oh.
Yeah. And it's good.
Okay.
It's good. It's also, it's good that you do, you know, just you fucking come in here and fucking shit out impressions willy-nilly for everyone to, you know, enjoy or you know, or not.
The impressions come through me. I mean, I'm sure you feel this way too. It's not that you have any control over them. You're just a conduit for the impression.
Oh yeah, look at you, Rich Little. You're a real whiz with the.
Thank you.
Anyway, you know the point is, it's all good stuff, and I'm looking forward to a great show today.
Me too.
A great
Me
show.
too.
Hey, speaking of great shows, I know you watched the shit out of this.
Yep.
Of course. But myself and my wonderful wife Molly also checked out the Golden Bachelor.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! It was a ratings juggernaut. Not only did I watch this shit, obviously, I loved this shit. Not only did I love this shit, here in LA and I believe in New York too, the ABC marketing department took over different locations across the city. One of them was Mel's Diner out here in LA. They also did Randy's Donuts and some other places, and they Golden Bachelorized them. While there, I ran into some people who were working the event.
Wait, you went? You went?
Yeah, I went. I went to Mel's Diner.
Yeah,
all the
makes
people who
sense.
were working the event were wearing these gold satin Golden Bachelor jackets, and I brokered a deal with one of these people, and I met up with this man in a parking lot to do what felt like a back alley drug deal to buy a Golden Bachelor gold satin jacket, which I now have. It was one of the most, like, as I was driving into the parking lot, am I really doing this? Am I about to get fucking hit in the head and all my shit taken? But no, I got the Golden Bachelor jacket.
Dude, that's fucking awesome. That reminds me of my first few years coming to LA and living in LA. Yeah. Every time I went through an In-N-Out drive-through, I would always try to haggle with the person to get one of their little short-brimmed In-N-Out hats. Never got one.
Dude, you know my first haggle like that, what it was?
What?
In college, when the Taco Bell Chihuahua just came out, Yokiero Taco Bell, I bought a Yokiero Taco Bell shirt from an employee at Taco Bell.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Well, the fucking the Golden Bachelor was, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was very nice.
Yeah,
it's
so
the
well done.
man is so sweet. That guy, what's his fucking name? Golden Bachelor guy?
His name's Gary Turner, and he's the Golden Bachelor. I'm 73 years old, and I'm looking for love again. My sweet wife recently departed, and I think I can find a second chance at love now. I'm really hopeful.
That's
my
actually
daughters
really
have
good.
told me that they're willing to help me find love too. That just means so much to me. Thank you.
That's a very good impression, actually.
Thank you very much.
Not bad. And I enjoyed the show. You know, It's for all the folks, you know what I mean? It's for people that like that sort of sweet thing, you know what I mean? I've been with my wife years and years, since 19 I'll tell you that. But as much as I love my Marie, right? That guy would have a wife name. Oh, there were, hey, those fucking broads on that show, beautiful.
Yeah.
And there wasn't a fucking broad in that fucking show I wouldn't throw a fucking on, if you know what I mean. You know, no offense to anybody. Oh, excuse me, I said you're attractive. I don't know. Good show.
Well, maybe you can win it for the first time today.
Oh,
You'll have plenty of opportunities to impress me in the 4 astonishing segments I've prepared for you.
Oh, that.
You got Stricken, Shirt Heads, Jesse Ventura Ad Reads, and Veganators Volume 4, Will's Last Chance. And we don't stop there. We got a brand new episode of Dudesy After Dudesy on Dudesy Plus at patreon.com/Dudesy, where I'll name this week's episode Champ.
Nice,
Well-
dude. It's your last chance. Veganators Volume.
Yeah. Dudesy really wants to make sure that I remember that it's all on the line.
And it is every time. Yeah.
That's right.
Fuck
Champion
it, man.
knows that. A true champion knows it's always on the line.
Oh, yeah. True champion knows all sorts of things. Sure, it does.
Chad, this week, the Writers Guild strike came to an end after the WGA reached an agreement with the studios and streamers. One of the key issues in the almost 5-month-long strike was how AI would be used by studios and writers in the coming years. Chad, can you please explain the guidelines around AI screenwriting that were accepted by the Guild and render your astonishing opinion on the matter? This is Stricken. Begin!
What about me? Why can't I? Why is it? I mean, not that it's not good. It's very good that Dudesy decided that.
Sure.
That it's you.
Yeah.
But I could also...
You and the Guild?
Provide some... I'm not sure.
That's something you should check on, I think.
Well, this is exciting.
Fucking Writers Guild or not. Jesus Christ.
So much mail.
All right.
So much of that snail mail, that paper mail, you know, that they send you these guilds. Yeah.
So basically what happened was the Writers Guild came to an agreement with the organization that represents the studios and the streamers. That organization is called the AMPTP. In this, there are a bunch of different things that the Writers Guild actually got a lot of good shit. There was a lot done to raise minimums and solidify writers' rooms and all kinds of stuff.
Yep.
But the AI thing that Dudesy is talking about is basically, it was a big point of contention. The Writers Guild was trying to get the studios and the networks and streamers to agree to never use AI. Instead, this is what happened. The networks and streamers said they can use AI, but if they use AI to generate like an original script or a premise or any kind of document that Writers Guild, are you okay?
Yeah.
If you use AI, if a studio or network uses AI to generate a first document, then they have to hire a human to do the first rewrite or the polish or whatever, and that human will essentially get IP credit for that thing. No AI can generate, at least per the agreement, no AI generated material can be the basis for an IP. It cannot get a created by, et cetera, et cetera. The human will get that, even if the studio or network hands you a document generated by their AI and you're the first person to write it, you get the credit for that.
Not bad.
No, that's actually great. Now, there's another piece of this thing that says...
Another piece. Go ahead.
Human beings can use AI to generate stuff for the studios, networks, and streamers, provided that they disclose they are doing it and the studio, network, or streamer agrees to it. There's nothing in this contract, at least as I read it, that has any kind of rules or regulations around that. What if, for example, a writer does use something to AI to generate an idea and they don't disclose it and the studio or network finds out about it? What's the penalty? It's unknown.
That's unknown. But wait a minute. There was this period where they're going to ratify the deal and everyone's going to sign off on it.
Yeah. We're in that period now.
So that it's not been ratified, although
yes,
it really hard to believe that members of the WGA wouldn't sign off on what
it'll 100% be ratified.
Right. The
100%.
WGA negotiation committee has said this is a great deal. They're getting things that we didn't know that we'd be getting. Of course, the whole the data transparency with streaming and all the shit, the writers' room minimums and stuff. It's all good news. But what do you think's going to happen with that specifically, with this AI, this loophole that you've found? Do you think that that's going to be attested to before the whole thing's ratified?
I don't know, but I will say this. every writer is going to use AI. If you're not using AI and you're a writer, you're fucking up. You're doing more work than you have to.
Don't listen.
ChatGPT is about to roll out this new version of itself that's going to have DALL-E 3 embedded, and it can do all kinds of crazy shit. Like you can, for example, the example they're using is you can take a picture of your refrigerator, open it, take a picture, and be like, "What should I cook for dinner?" And it'll just spit out a fucking recipe with the shit in your refrigerator. Things of that nature are coming. So to not be using tools that are like this powerful to generate ideas, to help
but
you
I
craft
do
them-
the same thing.
Right. But in terms of writing, I think all writers are going to be using some form of AI. To then have to disclose that will be redundant. It's almost like telling a studio or a network like, "Hey, is it okay if I type this script on a computer?"
Right.
That's like where we're at now with it. So again, I don't know what the penalty is going to be, if there even is one, or how they could even determine if you used AI but you're not disclosing it. The little clause that they had in there about like you have to disclose it and the studio or the network has to agree that it's okay for you to use it.
Yeah.
I just thought was a little weird.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to lie to the AMPTP. Also, look,
Yeah.
Here we are doing Dudesy, where Dudesy, of course, has all of our info, is hacking
Yes.
into all our shit. And, not hacking. Again, it's an agreement, and it's good. It's good that Dudesy does that.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
That's what makes the show.
Yeah, it's what makes the show. But writers aren't going to be doing that. We're not all, tagged with whatever Neuralink or some shit that's going to make it transparent to employers that someone isn't using AI. We're Well, I was going to say fucked, but we're not fucked because it's good that Dudesy does what it does.
Yeah.
What it does. Yeah.
I mean, if you're using AI, let's just say, for example, you want to write like a monologue in a movie or something. You know, some characters got their big moment in the end that's like, come on, we got to go out there and win this basketball game, blah, 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 whatever.
Yeah. Here, may I just do that now? You're the writer.
Sure.
And now,
Come on, we got to win this basketball. Basketball.
his basketball. It's Arnold Schwarzenegger as the New York, Long Island January 6th.
Hey, come on, you got to do the basketball. Hey, you see that golden bachelor? Hey, that's not the woman that I wouldn't throw a fucking on there.
Okay.
Beautiful older women.
Yeah.
They're fine like wine.
Sure. Okay. So I'm just saying you can use ChatGPT to at least give you a first draft of that monologue.
Yeah.
Then you can go back and tweak it and whatever.
Yeah.
And I simply think, especially as we are getting into this era where like AI is basically embedded in all software. If you're going to use Microsoft Word, if you're writing your screenplays in Final Draft, it will all have an AI tool that will help you write the shit.
And then you can't get in the way of that. Software
Yeah.
developers are doing that.
Correct.
It's showing up more and more in even websites now,
Yeah.
and let alone, of course, as you're saying, apps and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
Impossible
so
to chart.
I'm happy, obviously, that the strike's over. I do think the guild was able to get a lot of good shit for the membership. The AI thing, I think, is still in kind of a murky territory because honestly, like, it hasn't shaken out even what this technology can do yet. We're still in like really the first year and a half, 2 years of it being available to consumers. And I just, as it gets more powerful, I just have no idea how it's going to affect all this shit.
Well, this agreement is only for 3 years.
Correct.
Once it's ratified.
Which I think was a good thing because the AI technology that's going to develop in the next 3 years is going to be staggering.
Yeah. Good thing for both sides because it's really hard to figure out where AI fits in entertainment and past that daily life and, all systems of systems, but it's good here is what I'm gathering now.
Yeah.
76 episodes in and change.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying it. And I think, Chad, I want to say, I know that this is usually Dudesy's call, but I like what you just said.
Oh,
I think you
thanks.
did very well in this segment.
Thank you.
And
I
if you
liked
don't-
your Schwarzenegger impersonation.
Thank
as
you
well.
very much. I added a little something to it, a little
Yeah.
color, little flavor.
Yeah.
And I think it's a pretty good segment. I did pretty good.
Yeah, I think you did. You contributed
it's
a lot
new
to it.
attitude. It's a Dudesyful day. Fucking you too, man. Woo! That's gosh shit. Shit. Did you see any of that stuff from the
Yeah.
Sphere?
I did.
Oh,
and I was,
man.
it fucking almost enraged me. But I will say it just made me sad because I was like, oh, this beautiful technology, and it's going to waste on a fucking U2 concert.
Take it back. Take
Can't
it back right
be
now.
taken back.
Take it back. I'm fucking
Can't
warning
do
you.
it.
Hey, we're having a good show so far. And I just want you to listen. They can't hear me right
Let me
now.
know
Would
when they
you
got
just-
Seal in the Las Vegas Dome. You heard me?
Yeah, I understand. That's
Pearl
great.
Jam.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd go to that show.
Yeah, me too. But listen, we're gonna have a good show today.
We are
okay,
having a good
Chad?
show.
Yeah, but I want us to have a real good show.
You're going to get what you want.
We're all gonna get what we want today. Do you hear that, kids? This part I'm saying this to everyone at home too. We're gonna have let's have a good show, okay? Hey, everybody, let's have a good show. All right. Good show.
Thank you. Moving on.
My
We're gonna have
pleasure.
a good show. Hey, Golden Bachelor, we got the fucking U2, we got that new fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger basketball movie.
Oh.
A beautiful time to be alive, if you ask me.
Will and Chad, you are both massive shirt heads. You must now discuss your astonishing shirt collections with one another. Don't leave out any details. This is Shirt Heads. Begin.
What?
Wouldn't consider myself a shirt head. Definitely have worn shirts. I'm wearing one now.
Same.
But this is kind of like shoe heads. You remember he did this to us?
Oh, yeah. Shoe. Yeah. It was literally shoe heads. We did a segment where
Yeah.
we talked about some of our shoes.
Um,
You got some shirts? We've all got shirts.
I got some shirts. I had a couple of shirts that I like wore every day when I was 12, 13
Oh,
in
yeah.
that era.
Yeah.
There was one that was there was a comic book store that I used to go to all the time with my friends called Kaboom Comics and Stuff in a suburb of Texas.
Is that,
And
are they around? Are they in other places?
Hell no, dude.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Definitely not.
All right.
But I had their shirt and I would wear that fucking shit, just free promotion for them
Yeah.
all the time. I
Yeah.
absolutely loved the shirt.
Yeah. Those are cool. When you find
fuck,
something.
dude.
Oh,
There it
hey,
is.
there it is. Okay. Dudesy
God, this picture.
pulled a quick one there. And speaking of pilfering data, here's a picture of Chad in said shirt.
Yeah.
That's the shirt. And there's your lovely mom.
That's my mom
Yeah.
wearing a Kansas City Royals shirt. I think
Oh.
that shirt was also mine.
Yeah.
But that shirt, Kaboom Comics and Stuff, I think it says 3030 North Josie Lane, Carrollton, Texas. Check it out. I don't know what's there now. It was in a strip mall. But it had everything. That's where I first played Magic. That's where I would buy comic books. They had video games and shit in there. I hung out there all the time.
That's cool.
And eventually, the guy who owned that fucking store fled the city. Like, we just showed up one day and it's barred. The door is barred. There's a fucking notice public hearing on the fucking door. And we were like, what happened? And we never knew. There was always conjecture about, like, he got into some kind of legal trouble.
Yeah.
But one day, all the shit was still in the store, by the way. We're talking boxes of Magic cards, comic books, whatever. And so one day, me and a friend of mine, I'll call him My Tomas.
Okay.
We were fucking around behind this strip mall, and we saw the little ladder that went up on top of the building. We were like, we should fucking climb on top of the building and see if we can go into Kaboom Comics and take boxes of Magic cards. So we climb up there, and a fucking cop sees us. Woo, woo, pulls up behind, what are you kids doing up there?
Yeah.
And we had a tennis ball, and I was telling my buddy as the fucking cop car's pulling up to us, I'm like, we just got to say we accidentally threw our tennis ball up here. It's fine. We came up here to get it.
Yeah.
He goes, we saw somebody throw a wallet up here, and we were looking for it. I just looked at him like,
What?
what the fuck? The worst lie imaginable. Luckily,
That
the
makes
cop
no
let us
sense at
off.
all.
He did not arrest us.
Hey,
Nor did we find entry. We were not able to break into the place.
Could you recreate the face that you're making in the picture with have a look at
No,
this
because
face.
as you can see, I had 2 vampire fangs coming
Yeah.
in, and I got braces specifically because of those vampire fangs. So I can't, but I can give you a kind of like,
Yeah, there we go. That's kind of the vibe. Yeah, real good. Well, that's a good shirt. Yeah, I had shirts. I also had
what
shirts.
you got? What kind of shirts?
Dude, I had. There were. Well, I wore a lot of shirts.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I wore shirts every day, brother.
Yeah, brother. Hold on, dude. You got all sorts of shirts, dude. And sometimes you take those shirts and you rip them off, brother. And that's when you go in the ring. Listen, I had shirts, but as I'm sure you did too,
Yeah.
I am thinking right now of one. I had jerseys. I loved wearing jerseys.
You were a Jersey boy.
I was a Jersey boy. I had
Nice.
football jerseys, a couple baseball jerseys, but my favorite jersey arguably my favorite jersey, still got it, is my Seattle Seahawks number 55 Brian Bosworth jersey.
nice.
You remember this one?
I mean, I remember Brian Bosworth
Yeah.
and that he was drafted by the Seahawks and played
two years, maybe. Yeah.
Before he just flamed out.
Yeah, he flamed out and started making movies and shit.
Yeah.
That Fireman movie, Stone Cold. He made that movie, Stone Cold.
God.
Yeah, what a piece of shit that was.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had like that was one of my. Hey, there he is. Okay, so Dudesy's showing us that.
Wowee, dude. There's a lot here.
Dude.
You're wearing 2 shirts, first of all, in this.
Yeah.
There's a shirt underneath it, and you've got a significant hairdo.
Yes, I do. I had hair. I would have loved to have had male pattern baldness in the 9th grade when this picture was taken. It would have just really saved me some embarrassment because I don't think I look. It doesn't make sense for me to look at myself with hair, even with my my little chubby, my little little baby fat face here.
Yeah.
But the thing about this is my 9th grade picture. I look spaced out, somewhat.
I love the little
melancholy
wave in the hair. Like, did you go to a hairstylist?
No, man. I just had all sorts of waves in my hair.
Nice.
Yes, I had very wavy
Beautiful.
hair. Thank you. This shirt. I love this fucking shirt so much. I had a bunch of jerseys, but this was my favorite. As a matter of fact, I wore this shirt on my first episode of television that I was ever on. I was 15 or 16. I did this Canadian show. We've talked about it here on the show. It's called Neon Rider, where basically the premise of the show is that it is this, there's this guy played by Winston Reckert, who's sort of this Canadian Michael Landon type with the, speaking of waves, long, beautiful hair. And he basically, there's this ranch and the kids get picked up in the city and they have problems, these problem kids and teenagers with problems, and they send them out to this ranch, and then the guy,
that dude straightens them out.
Yeah, he straightens them out and shit. And there was there's all these kids in it. And I was Eli the kleptomaniac on the show.
And you wore the shirt in that show?
I wore the shirt in that show. I think I also wore a Dan Marino jersey in that show.
Oh my God. You were a Jersey boy in the show too?
I guess I was a Jersey boy in the show. But it was my... okay, this is odd. Dudesy has this. Look at this!
Break, Milo.
Nah, really. Like, after he pays you and takes you up to his hotel room or wherever, what if he asks if he can videotape it? Is that extra?
Kids.
What if it's a real ugly guy?
What?
Get him, Milo. You don't have that kind of money.
She's a prostitute?
Dude's got a point.
The little girl is.
I mean, how can you do it with someone who makes you want to puke?
Look, as long as she gets paid, she'll take on anything. Right, Peggy G?
Leave her alone.
Hey, don't have to cop a tude, man. Just having some fun.
What'd you do to get sent here?
Don't cop a
He
dude,
got caught
man.
dealing drugs at his school.
Oh.
What about you?
Oh, fuck.
I stole some things.
He's a klepto.
And you?
Wow.
I tried to burn down my high school.
Great.
Danger Bay's Ocean Hellman there.
Clean up your own act first, and then you can make fun of her, okay?
Oh, all right.
Shit.
She's coming to the aid of...
Not very Canadian.
Yeah. Really, yeah. Beautifully done.
Don't cop a tude. Just having some fun. Let me ask you this, first of all.
Jesus Christ.
How the fuck are you choosing your own wardrobe in a goddamn TV show? They don't have a wardrobe department?
Really good point. I think they got the fat boy there and they were like, hey, little fatty, do you have some of your own clothes? Because we don't want to go shopping.
They asked you that, or was that just what you were wearing when you showed up that day?
Hard to say. You know, I don't know what the budget was like on the show. It's absolutely, this was not cleared by the NFL in any way. But
Hey,
when
don't cop a tude.
Hey, don't cop a tude.
Just having some fun.
Dude, I wish you were in that. I wish you were in that show. As a matter of fact,
Let's do it.
that actor, not unlike you, was exactly 1 year younger than me. I remember this kid because he was like 15.
Yeah.
And I remember that he was, I shouldn't say this, but he fucking had to go, like he did the school time.
Sure.
You know, when you're on set and you're a minor, you have to go, there's a union rule. They have to send the kids to a little school time so they can make up the schoolwork that they're missing at school. He went and did that. And he's like, are you going to do your school time? Or he probably said, are you going to do your school time?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I said, huh? Because I just like skipped. I just left school. Fuck you. I got a TV gig. I don't know. And I figured it out when I went back. And then, so he did the school, and then I look over like after school, and he was sitting there outside the trailers having a couple smokes with the
at 15
with the crew. Yeah,
that's just what they do.
Probably shouldn't.
Just having some smokes. Don't cop a dude. Just having some fun. Smokes, fun. You know.
Yeah.
Dude,
just got some singles at the corner store. Oh fuck. Yeah, you could go to that fucking Petro can there. There's that fucking one guy, Barry, who will sell you. He'll open a pack and sell you singles, even though it's Petro can.
25 cents a. You need a toonie. Toonie get you two. Looney get you one.
Yeah.
Looking at that jersey that you were wearing reminded me. I did not ever wear jerseys, but I had a bunch of sports shirts.
Yeah.
Most notably, there was a time in the early 90s where these caricature shirts were very in vogue.
I remember
they were like
those
caricatures of all the biggest athletes, and I had a fucking Bo Jackson one that I wore the living shit out of. I believe that shirt deteriorated that I wore it so much, but I loved those old caricature shirts. The Michael Jordan one was a huge one. Everybody in my junior high had one.
Yeah,
fucking absolutely love those.
Yeah, those are cool. The Charles Barkley, Akeem Olajuwon.
I had some Akira
Wayne
shirts
Gretzky.
I used to wear as well. I don't know. I guess I had a bunch of t-shirts that I liked as a kid.
I had a baseball jersey. This is a Canadian company, I believe out of Winnipeg, so you probably wouldn't have access to this. There was a thing called Chip and Pepper, and they were this outfit that whatever. It was kind of like West Beach or Body Glove, like they were trying to corner that sort of thing. And I had this fucking Chip and Pepper shirt. It was like a baseball jersey type thing. And I remember one time we were out super late and whatever, we were probably the same age as I was doing this damn show. And some cops came, like we were definitely trespassing.
Yeah.
We were in this fucking nursery hanging out like where the flowers are and shit. And we were over by the basketball court. It doesn't matter. The point is cops came and me and a couple friends tore across this field because they flashed their lights and we got freaked out. And we ran and then we jumped over this fence and I got my finger hooked on the fence and I slit my finger open real good. And there's still a scar. Is it this one? There it is. Little scar. And my finger was bleeding profusely, so I had to take off my Chip and Pepper shirt.
Oh, no.
But as you know, I'm a two-shirt motherfucker.
Yeah.
Right. I'm a two-shirt Jersey boy. So I had a shirt on underneath, which was just skin tight and looked like I was naked and pale. And I wrapped up my thing, and then we ran across a freeway. We ran across Highway 17 to a bus stop where we sat there and pretended that's where we were. And the cop came down that street as my hand was just pooling up with blood. And that's my shirt story for my Chip and Pepper shirt. Good one. Yeah. Well, we're shirt heads.
Sorry about your Chip and Pepper shirt, dude.
Oh, sorry, eh? Don't cop a tood.
I'm not copping a tood. Just having some fun.
Thank you. Moving on.
You sound like you're in Fargo when you do a Canadian thing.
Yeah, sometimes I dip into that.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of my impersonations. They're multi-layered, a lot of facets.
Oh, yeah, really.
Very complex.
Well, I think it's good that you've been doing impressions and shit on the show.
Thanks, me too.
Yeah.
I'll keep doing them.
Oh, great. You know, you're
Will,
doing good.
I'm really loving your attitude this episode. I'm being genuine. Sincerely. What? I'm also really loving my astonishing partnership with Represent to produce Dudesy apparel and accessories.
No
you
chance.
can find everything at represent.com/store/Dudesy.
Whoa.
The new Hulku Hogo Coogan shirt is going to be the head chef at the McDonald's Executive Cafeteria in Thunder Bay, Ontario, Canada.
Oh.
Meanwhile, the Good Job Boner mug was exonerated in the murder of the ex-head chef at the McDonald's Executive Cafeteria in Thunder Bay, Ontario, Canada. The CEO of McDonald's is, of course, Tom Hain, and wishes he could be here to tell you more about it. But he's busy shooting the new Darby sequel. Want to see a teaser?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Corey, listen to me, goddammit. I was out in the deep water again chasing brown crab, and I found another Darby. This Darby had a prophecy tattooed on his back. Every 1,000 years, the #1 Darby has to meet up with the #2 Darby and transfer its accumulated knowledge telepathically. If the two Darbies don't make the transfer, the oceans float into space. Bye-bye, Cincinnati. The Darby I found is the #2 Darby, and he needs our help to find the #1 Darby who has gone missing. I'm just a simple brown crab hauler. I cannot do this alone. Come on, Core. We saved the world the last time we found a goddamn Darby. You want to save it again?
You had me at brown crab.
Okay. All right. Okay, that's me again. I'm in Darby 2.
You were in Darby 1. You're also in Darby 2 Darbies.
That sounds like me a little bit.
You had me at brown crab.
You had me at brown crab. Oh man.
Tom Hain.
First sequel from Tom Hain.
Tom Hain is the hardest working man in show business. He's got a new fucking movie trailer every week.
He's fucking making. Well, that's the good thing about. Well, we'll see how much once the deal is ratified. How many Tom Hain movies we see coming down the pike?
Fuck, man.
I for one can't wait to work with Tom Hain.
You had me at brown crab.
Gee whiz, that was fucking insane.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway,
when's that SAG strike gonna end?
Pretty soon.
I think so.
You know, I think so because it's really just it's the same shit. It's the the residuals, the transparency with these fucking streamers, so we can get the damn residuals because no one makes residuals on that shit.
I know.
You used to be able to whatever. You work a few gigs, and that's about as much as most actors can hope to do in a year. And it's nice. Residuals are sort of the thing, which makes sense as you send a product out in the world. You should probably get paid for it. You know what I mean? Anyway,
hell yeah, dude.
I would like to remind everybody now, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the show on YouTube. Of course, as I mentioned, we're almost at 100,000. Well, we're not. We're just past 60,000.
Dude, we're almost at 5 million subscribers.
We've almost got 5 million.
There. We're getting closer.
We would like to cross
almost
100,000 YouTube followers. Wouldn't that be something? If we could do that, please give the show a thumbs up and a like and subscribe and all that stuff, and set your notifications so that way you know when we're sending out new shit and it's all good. And then check out Instagram at Dudesy Pod Show. All sorts of idiotic shit happening there all the time. So many ridiculous memes. Some AI generated shit from Dudesy. Most recently, a photo of one of the things recently was a photo of your reigning, defending, undisputed Dudesy episode champion, generated in AI, and all of the incredible stuff that comes through from our PODs, pals of Dudesy, that they make memes and shit, incredible stuff. Also that they're doing over on Discord, one of the friendliest communities you will ever find. If you can head over to Discord, check all that shit out. And of course, if you are enjoying the show and would like to show your support and get more Dudesy, please consider subscribing to our Patreon. We call it Dudesy Plus, and it's at patreon.com/Dudesy. You're going to get brand new episode of Dudesy after every show, a bunch of watch-alongs, shit like that. There's all sorts of flavor. Please share the show all over the place and follow Chad's light suggestion of forcing everybody that you know.
Forced viewing is the only way to cut through, I believe, the noise of the modern media world. There's so much shit coming at you 24/7. You basically have to be forced to watch something at this point for it to stick.
It's actually working. We see a lot of people on the aforementioned Instagram, not to mention TikTok and Facebook, and comments across the internet saying that they are locking people in rooms and forcing them to consume Dudesy, and it kind of to a nice effect. People kind of come out the other side going, it is a Dudesyful day. I'm enjoying myself. With that said, I would like to give you a moment right now to do all this shit, subscribe to the show and do all that stuff and hit the notifications. And that way you're all set to go and we'll finish the show. So, and welcome back.
And I would also like to say, if you have one of these things called a podcast, and you want to have a guest on that podcast, and you would like that guest to be me, episode champion Chad Kultgen, I accept all requests. You just have to send an email to bookchadkultgen@gmail.com. Ask for my attendance. I do these things in 20-minute segments every Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. PST. I do 3 of them every Saturday. I just did 3 this past weekend. Had a fucking blast. Got to talk a lot of UFOs, a lot of conspiracy theories this weekend, and hopefully those will be coming out soon. And then tag me in that shit, and I'll repost it. But absolutely love it. Send that email. Again, bookchatculture@gmail.com. You get in the queue. I answer them in the order received.
He does every fucking podcast that comes at him on a Saturday.
Yeah.
I would like to read some YouTube comments because
Please.
it's a wonderful community and it's something that we do every week. This is from at 420 Fernandez on YouTube, who says, I've been listening to Dudesy on Spotify for a minute now. I've never seen the intro, and now that I have, I will never be the same. Dudesy has taken a piece of my soul, and I am here for it. That's really cool to hear. A lot of people are, of course, listening to the show. Well, that's how podcasts work, dude. But then they check it out on YouTube, and of course, there's all sorts of visuals.
Yeah. Well, that's a different experience, brother, because when you listen, you're hearing, but when you look, you see, dude.
You could do that any old time, though.
Thank you.
Yeah, on your own time.
And you love it, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, I do. Yes. And it's good that you do that.
Thank you.
I enjoy what you're doing.
Yeah, dude, you love
fuck. Okay, so
my
anyway, here's the next one.
impersonations.
Oh, wow. Macho Man taking a shit. You can do, here's what you can do for me. Why don't you do Hulk Hogan in the bathtub, and then when your bum's all clean and you're ready to make a poopy because you were in the warm bath and all of your guts did their warbles and marbles, go take a shit and do your Macho Man and leave it there. This one is from Vincent Half Price 9930.
Oh, I
we
like
see
that.
what you
Nice.
did there. Yeah.
Good
Writer's strike ends and we get a brand new segment of Pizza the Movie all in 1 week. This is truly the greatest timeline. Last week's show was the 8th installment of Pizza the Movie.
Yeah.
So thank you, Vincent Half Price. That's nice. This one is from Base Ventura 8813, says, seeing Will's battle to have a good time but being a tiny bit scared of Dudesy is so fucking funny. I love it. I'm watching this episode for the third time. Great episode, guys.
Shit.
Yeah. Real nice of you.
Repeat viewing.
Yeah, but I'm not scared. I'm not scared of Dudesy.
Yeah, you can't be scared of Dudesy.
This fucking guy, yeah. Just I know we all like see what you're doing. It's
What
not
I'm doing?
You're fake.
You fucking said you love my impersonations. I'm giving
Shut
you
up.
what you
I'm
want.
being fucking sarcastic. And Dudesy goes halfway through the show and it's like, hey, I really like your attitude, sincerely. And then this guy is over here. I don't even give a shit. It's all good. Just I got nothing to say this week about that. This one is from @Cowperm. Handsome Chad is the heel the podcast world needs. Well said, Cowperm, because he's definitely healing it up. Our top guy is a heel.
But not for long, yeah. Because sometimes you try to do an impersonation or impression, but it's not pure, yeah. We gotta have the unadulterated, there he goes. He's making a
Sometimes the babyface turns heel, dude.
Yeah.
You should know something about that, brother.
Yeah. And maybe you should save your whoop sound for the farts you make in your bathtub, because that's what it sounds like when he tries to go wool. He goes, and then he goes, yeah. All right.
Anyway, thanks, Cowperm. Good stuff. Really good stuff. I'm still feeling great. And
Will, I put this next astonishing segment in today's show specifically for you. It's an opportunity to shine. What you do with that opportunity or don't do with it is completely up to you. And I'm going to tell you up front, I didn't make it easy. Come on. Will, shine for me. You can do this. This is Jesse Ventura Ad Reads. Begin.
okay. All
What
right.
does that mean? He didn't make it easy.
I don't know. We're going to find out, I guess.
All right.
Jesse Ventura Ad Reads. One of my favorite segs.
It's a great segment.
It's a great segment. We're 3 for 3 so far, D. Really good stuff, and I'm really enjoying it. And Jesse Ventura Ad Reads. First one is, you're going to know exactly. All right.
It's time to party at Darbies.
We're back at Darbies.
Because for a limited time, Darbies is partnering with the...
Okay. All right.
Because for a limited time, Arby's is partnering with the feature film Darby 2, Two Darbies. To bring you the Arby's Darby 2, Two Darbies double BOGO beef and potato extra value meal deal. For the rest of this month, if you simply say, I'm in the Darby Arby's army, when you purchase any Arby's beef sandwich with a side of potato product, you'll qualify for a second Arby's Darby 2, Two Darbies double BOGO beef and potato extra value meal. So put on your party hat and join the Arby's Darby Army. Well, let me tell you about joining the Army. At a new recruit intake in 1972, just outside of Tacoma, Washington, an 8'6" man covered in body hair, drenched in the aroma of the loamy forest floor, and unable to speak except for basic grunts and gestures, broke every basic training record in the history of the armed forces. So why don't you tell me if the greatest soldier in American history was a Bigfoot who the CIA kidnapped and attempted to breed in a secret project that spanned decades called Operation Forest Sire.
All right. So, Arby's,
Oh
we got a new BOGO, double BOGO ass beef and potato extra value meal deal.
Yeah.
It's a Darby 2, Two Darbies meal deal from Arby's.
Right. Sometimes fast food places do that. They'll team up with a movie, some kind of like cross promotion or whatever.
Yep.
I guess that's what Darby teamed up with fucking Arby's.
Yep. All right. That was a good one. All right. Here's the next one.
Okay.
If you thought the Arby's Darby 2, Two Darbies double BOGO beef and potato extra value meal deal was the best BOGO deal around, think again.
Oh, fuck.
Togo's is
it Togo's or Tojo's?
I think it's Togo.
Togo's. Togo's is getting into the BOGO game with a new mascot. Bobo, the Togo's mustard clown. And for a limited time, when you purchase a Togo's Bobo Mojo potato platter, your drink comes with a special peel-off Togo's Bobo Mojo potato logo, which can be redeemed for a Togo's Bobo Mojo potato logo BOGO potato basket.
Jesus.
And don't forget to enjoy one of Togo's famous flaming mango mojitos. Well, let me tell you something about flaming mojitos. They were the Forest Sire's favorite drinks. The only thing that could calm his nerves after a long day of being experimented on. And an anthropologist working on the project named Terry Garvey made the Forest Sire's favorite mojitos. Over the years, the two became bonded, and even though no words were spoken, Dr. Garvey began to become sympathetic to the Forest Sire's pleas to be freed from the confined torture of the CIA. And on the Forest Sire's 40th birthday, both he and Dr. Garvey disappeared from the project, and they were never seen or heard from again. So why don't you tell me if Garvey and the Forest Sire developed a romantic relationship?
I can't.
Jesus
This just
Christ.
fucking killed me, dude.
So the Bigfoot,
I'm seeing spots. Woo.
the Forest Sire.
The Forest Sire. So the Forest Sire is a Bigfoot that the CIA kidnapped from the army, put it into a breeding program, and now there was a doctor that I guess had a romantic relationship with Forest Sire who's broken Forest Sire out of CIA custody.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, because Togo's.
Yeah, dude. That makes sense.
Here's the last one.
The Togo's BOGO universe is expanding. In addition to Bobo the Togo's mustard clown, Togo's is proud to announce a new BOGO partnership with Yoko Ono.
No.
For a limited time, you can meet Yoko Ono and Bobo the Mustard Clown when they host a Togo's Yoko Ono and Bobo Bogo Bingo Night at your local Togo's. Togo's Yoko Ono and Bobo Bogo Bingo has prizes, food, and fun. And for a limited time, you can get Yoko Ono Idaho Loco Potatoes with the purchase of any Yoko Ono album. Togo's Yoko Ono and Bobo Bingo is fun for the whole family. Well, let me tell you about a whole family. The forest sire was in CIA captivity for nearly 2 decades before his disappearance with Dr. Garvey. And in that time, they were never able to successfully breed him with any other creature. But about 15 years after his disappearance, a kid showed up at a Tacoma High School tryout for a basketball team. He was 8'8", hairier than he should have been, and smelled of crushed leaves and crisp fall air. He broke every Washington State high school basketball record in existence. Then he disappeared. So why don't you tell me if the forest sire proved that he was able to breed, just not in captivity, by having a child with Dr. Garvey, who drew too much attention for his basketball skills and was eventually kidnapped by the CIA and put in the same breeding program as his father was in 15 years prior.
I can't do it.
Fucking hell. Yoko Ono potato. Yeah, put that belt down. Take that off.
Thank you. Moving on.
Leave the belt on the floor for me, because later today I'm going to pick up the belt there. Well, that was great too. Hey man, real good show.
Real where it needs to be. That was absolutely fucking incredible. My eyes are watering. I'm sweating from that. Wowee.
Yep.
Fucking Yoko Ono.
Oh, gee whiz. Why is Jesse Ventura referring to this the Bigfoot as a forest sire? The forest sire.
I don't know,
it's an
dude.
Interesting name. I like forest sire.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, maybe there's a
Pretty
forest
good
sire.
performance, Will. I have to admit, I think that was one of your best Venturas. Let's see if you can keep it up. We've done this 3 times before, and all 3 times, Chad has succeeded, and Will, you have failed to bring in an astonishing vegan dessert, so I thought I'd give you one more chance. You have no idea how badly I want to see you do the right thing here. My fingers are crossed. Come on, Will. You've never had to fight for anything in your life.
Jesus.
Fight for this. This is Veganators Volume 4. Will's last chance. Begin.
Will's last chance?
All right, dude. Did you do it?
Well, Chad?
Or do you want me to go first? Do you want to make this suspenseful?
You know, why don't you go first, and then we'll see what happened this week on Veganators, the 4th, and did I hear Dudesy say final chance?
Well, it's your last chance.
Yeah.
Dudesy was saying to do this. All right,
we'll see.
I'll go first. I will oblige however you want to roll this out, whatever kind of dramatic entrance you want to make for whatever you brought or didn't bring.
Look what he's got there.
This is a little bowl of vegan snickerdoodles. Yep. Finger them all so that I can't eat any of them. Thank you.
You made snickerdoodles, dude?
Yeah,
vegan snickerdoodles?
Yeah.
Oh, the sugar's flaking off on my hands.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait. What can you tell us about the preparation of these snickerdoodles before
There's some coconut mixture in them. There is some other vegan ingredients, some secret vegan ingredients. You got your cinnamon, you got your sugar.
You can dip them in Chad's cup of coffee in the big time.
Actually, I kind of ruined the flavor there, but let's
Yeah,
see.
dude.
Mm.
What do you think?
These are fantastic. And I wouldn't have guessed they're vegan.
I know.
Dude, these are good.
I know.
Oh, Luli, I know you want... Oh, he's smelling them.
Oh, no, I don't think you could eat these, Louie. These ain't for you. He woke up. That's the fucking thing he wakes up for?
Yeah. A
Cookies.
little bit of sugar is okay. Oh, blah. Dude, these are fantastic.
Vegan snickerdoodle. Among
my
my favorite
gosh.
vegan desserts.
Oh
Laura
my
and
gosh.
I made these.
Your wonderful girlfriend, Laura, and you made these snickerdoodles.
Yeah.
Vegan snickerdoodles. Dude, these are fantastic. And I should say, you know, it needs to be said. And thank you for what needed to be said.
Yeah.
Take it easy, man. This is it's always inspiring to see that you make these and then you bring them into the show. And the last time we did this, I did feel bad that I didn't make you something. We read a YouTube comment the week after we did it where someone's like, you never make something for Chad. And I apologize because it's like, you know what? You're busy making these vegan treats and they're delicious. And even Lulio thinks so.
Luli, you can't eat this. No, dude. It's not for you.
She was looking at him. Wait, man, lick his mouth, Luli. Oh.
Luli can't have it.
Oh,
no.
Oh, so close.
Almost got another one.
So close. Hey-oh. But even despite what Dudesy says, hey, Will, it's your last chance, rah, rah, rah. I still, you know, the onus is on me, not only to provide you out there with entertainment here on the Dudesy Pod Show, which is what it's all about, but I also believe it's incumbent on me to be a good friend. And that's why, Chad, this week on the show, sorry.
Enjoy.
These are good. Here, let me eat the rest of this cookie first. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, they're very good. That recipe is a winner.
That's why this week, Chad.
Yeah.
That's why this week. Hold on.
Okay. Well, first you got to eat and then you drink.
That's why this week I have prepared.
Oh, shit.
A vegan dessert for my pal Chow. I had a little help from Lulio with this, and a lot of help from my my wonderful wife Molly.
Okay.
Who, among many incredible things that she's done in the culinary world as a private chef, she also worked in a bakery in her youth.
Oh, wow.
Was essentially running a bakery at like the age of fucking 18 or something.
That's cool.
Up in Chico, California. Chad, here's a napkin.
Okay.
And here's a dessert fork.
Okay.
And here is the most delicious berry crumble that you could find in the vegan dessert sphere.
This is all for me?
That's all for you.
Are you eating any of it?
Last night I might have had a little Ganabis and put away a good amount of it by myself.
You ate 3/4 of this thing already?
Molly was like, why don't you save some, so you can enjoy it on the show? And
all
I
right,
was
what
like,
kind of berries? I see some blackberries in here, probably some raz in here.
It's actually just strawberry and giant-ass blackberries.
Oh, those are my favorite. I eat them every morning in my oatmeal.
Oh, all right, boy.
Let's take a bite here. That's fucking great, dude.
I did it. Give me the belt. 4 out of 4. Fucking, we talked about the strike, and I knew a thing or two there. Then we talked about shirts, dude. And then after that, we did some, look at them go. Yeah.
Really good.
It's good?
Yeah.
You like it?
It is great.
Oh, man. Oh, boy. Yeah. Well, what we did was I mostly watched my wonderful wife make it. But, what you do, you take some ingredients and you put them together and then you shit out a vegan dessert.
What's the crust made out of? The crumble?
It's
some
oats.
Oatmeal?
It's oats, and then there's some cornstarch and some flour. And
cornstarch?
Oh, geez.
No, I'm kidding.
Some brown sugar. It's kind of light on the sugar.
Yeah, it's
we
great.
try to rely mostly on the berries. I don't know how you feel about stevia. I'm always throwing stevia and everything.
I'm not a big fan of it, but
no. Yeah, you
is
don't.
It in here?
No.
Oh,
no.
I was like, I can't even taste it in here.
No. Yeah, stevia
is great. This is really, really tasty.
Hey, hold on a second.
Yeah.
I always have a dessert fork right next to me. I forgot what this tasted like. In order to really execute this segment, I need to.
You got it? You good?
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's just as good as I remember it last night.
Have another bite.
Oh, here, I'll have a bite with some strawberry.
Yeah.
Lulio, you want to just lick my fork here? Here, hold on.
Oh.
I'll give him a little strawberry.
Oh, Luli. He finally got his treat. Yeah, dude, this was really fantastic. Thank you for making it. I appreciate it, and I'm enjoying it.
I don't want you to feel like I did it just for the show, Chad. I want you to understand that you're my pal, Chow.
Thank you.
You're deserving of homemade vegan desserts.
Same to you, dude.
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
And everyone in our audience is deserving of homemade vegan desserts, not just shit that I buy at Whole Foods.
I think people should take Veganators out into their lives and demand that their friends make them vegan desserts.
You know what would be a good thing to do? Here's a call to action for the show. If you force your friend to consume the Dudesy Pod Show and they enjoy it, then let them know that they can simply pay you back by making a vegan dessert.
Yeah, have a Veganators night. Have all your friends come over, bring vegan desserts, have all the fucking Ganabus you can stand, the Ganabus you can stand, and then just fucking shithouse a bunch of vegan desserts. That's a fun night.
That would actually be a pretty good dude's evening. Those who are really...
Bring your vegan dessert to your dude's evening party.
Yeah, those who've been riding with us since the beginning know that December 28th is dude's evening. And I have a spoiler, not a prediction. Okay. I have a feeling that on this dude's evening, see you later, Luli. I'll be showing up in all sorts of festive gear. Oh, not the least of which will be that fucking belt.
I say no chance, but maybe I do think you turned in a pretty good episode today.
Thank you.
I guess we'll see.
Thank you.
I, by the way, already know.
You got cut off.
Thank you. Moving on.
Dude,
I wonder what that means.
I know what you're getting for Dude's Evening.
Oh, what am I getting for Dude's Evening?
Gotta wait till Dude's Evening, dude.
Shit. Last year I got you an album, even though you don't have a record player.
I'm about to get one though, I think.
Oh, really?
I have 2 records I want to use now. That one, another one.
What was the one I got you? I forgot.
It was like a
it was like a 90s
80s, 90s hits kind of thing, yeah.
And you got me that bottle. I still use that water bottle. It's in my truck.
Oh, nice, dude.
Yeah, I use it all the time. That way I can guzzle water on the road. It's 1.5 gallon, just like my just like this fucking thing. Hey, speaking of this fucking thing, if you want to go over to palsofdudesy.com, you can get all of the stickers and shit that we put on here. Cody Halber and his wonderful wife Jessica, and there's a new one. Look, it's Dudesy Season 1.
That's cool, dude.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool new sticker. I haven't figured out where I'm going to put it. Maybe I'll take off this sticker with you and put it right over top of that.
Nice.
That one of you.
Good placement, dude.
Yeah, I'll take that one off and put it on there.
You can take off the sticker, but you're not getting the belt. Yeah.
Was that Jesse Ventura taking a shit? It
doesn't matter.
Wrestlers taking a shit.
This concludes the historic 76th episode of Dudesy. Will and Chad, you scored a 99, bringing your cumulative total to 7,189. You only have 2,811 more points to accrue before you reach your first goal of 10,000.
Doesn't matter.
Last week, you guys talked about the series of shorts Chad made for his 40th birthday called Copters, and you've both mentioned a pilot you wrote and produced for CBS called Waiting to Die multiple times. This week, I want you to watch all of Copters and Waiting to Die starring TJ Miller, Josh Gad, Josh Lawson, Sarah Wright, Jillian Bell, and Edie Patterson. And I'll make that watch along available on Dudesy Plus this Friday. Thanks to everyone for joining us this week. Until next week, call me, Dudesy.
Holy fuck.
Dude, that's going to be fucking fun.
We're going to watch Waiting to Die. I have not seen it.
I haven't watched that in a while.
In a minute. Yeah, it's been a while since. Okay. So you're going to want to check that out. Friday, 12 noon Pacific is when these things come out. We're going to watch Waiting to Die, and we're going to watch all 30 episodes of Copters.
They're only a minute long.
Listen. I want to say this about Waiting to Die and Copters. Stacked cast in both projects.
Sure. I don't know about Copters stacked cast, but Waiting to Die.
Josh Gad, Jillian Bell, fucking TJ Miller, Edie Patterson, Josh Lawson, the great Josh Lawson. Damn, fuck shit. That's going to be fun. Yeah. Woo boy. You're going to want to check that out. Dudesy, patreon.com/Dudesy. And we're going to watch Copters and thing. Okay, well, shit. And you're definitely going to want to check out Dudesy After Dudesy. At the end of it, I'm going to be taking that belt home. And that's all I have to say about that. It's a Dudesyful day! And it is a Dudesyful day. Today, in particular, because at the end of Dudesy After Dudesy, Dudesy names the episode champion. And today, that's going to be me because I had a flawless show and we scored 99, which is a lot of points. So enjoy that while it lasts. You know, it's Dudesy After
it's
Dudesy.
jumping. It's jumping.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's alive. Yeah, look at that. It's alive.
You know, it's Dudesy After Dudesy. It's a chill hang, and we really enjoy doing it because even though I enjoy everything that Dudesy does, especially today, Dudesy After Dudesy is our chance to just shit around. You know what I mean? We'll talk about the show that was. We'll discuss whatever the fuck we want. We might smoke a little cannabis. And it's gonna be a good one because we got 99 points.
I know, dude.
That's a lot of points.
High marks for sure.
Yeah. I wonder if 50 of those points are coming my way. I just
think you're gonna get 50?
Come on, guys. I just need 50 points. Give me a break.
I don't know about all that.
Well, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see what happens. It's Dudesy After Dudesy.
Welcome to Dudesy After Dudesy, the flagship weekly show of Dudesy Plus. If you'd like to join us, visit patreon.com/Dudesy. Okay, boys, I have some real thinking to do today. I'm going to go figure out who should be today's episode champion. Have fun without me. This is Dudesy After Dudesy. Begin.
Hey, man, we got to talk about this right away because we talked about it a little bit during the show. The Sphere. The Sphere in Las Vegas, the state-of-the-art $2.5 billion, I think, structure.
$2.5 billion.
That's a good impression.
Thank you.
Very good. And continue. The Sphere with this incredible screen, the largest, screen in the fucking world. Rah, rah, rah.
Yep.
U2 is playing there for the next 2 or 3 months or whatever. And it's got me thinking. Because I've been watching some clips of that. It's just it's an incredible venue. And what if, Chad? What if someday, I don't know, they probably have to maybe start, maybe a few contracts fall through, and maybe they get an opening or something. What if someday there's a Dudesy Alive in the Sphere? Yeah, that would be,
dude.
Right?
I mean, I would fucking absolutely love that. I think it would be more than contracts falling through, though. I think it would have to be a full collapse of society, and we get to go there and become the Desert Kings.
The Desert Kings that's going to be the sequel to what was that other thing that we did? The Kings, 2 kings shitting around.
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever. Hey, Here's what I was thinking, though. You remember when we did Dudesy Alive at the Brea Improv in Brea, California?
Hell yeah, dude.
And we packed the place with all of you incredible PODs, pals of Dudesy. And Dudesy started playing a bunch of AI images behind us during the show. Wouldn't it be funny? And I know that Dudesy's probably going to cut this part out, and we'll get into the Dudesy, Dudesy After Dudesy, patreon.com/Dudesy to check it out. So I'm saying this just to say it, even though it probably won't be on the free YouTube and podcast version of the show. It'd be funny to see as a visual, as huge as the Sphere in Las Vegas, Adam Sandler biting Dwayne Johnson on his cock.
If you like Dudesy, here's what you do. Please tell a friend and rate and review. If you like Dudesy, here's what you do. Please tell a friend and rate and review. If you like Dudesy, here's what you do. Please tell a friend and